Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I just want to say I really appreciate you guys. I appreciate the feedback been getting. I'm going to continue to make Deadlock content as my main content, but I am also, as you can see, I'm making Path of Exile and a couple of other games. I don't know if I'm going to do it like super seriously, but I'll at least continue to make Deadlock content on the regular. So either way, in this video, I'm going to make a tier list for December and kind of rate the heroes, how they've changed, things like that. I made a couple tier lists in the past, but the game gets updated so often that they very quickly get outdated. So this is just my current thoughts on how things are going as of now, based on my own personal experience in what I've seen. And when I play the heroes, if they feel strong, if they feel good, then we'll place them. All right, Abrams. I'm going to. I like to. I usually end up putting Abe in A. I feel like he's just always been in a really good spot. He's not like picked every game, but he's also pretty common. I feel like he's in like half the games. Um, he usually does well. Yeah. Even when like the Abe's not that good, the hero's just good. So I think he's A. He's solid A. He might be high A, maybe mid A, but he's a solid A. So let's talk about a little bit of the changes that did happen. They did nerf a couple of the items he likes. They nerfed a couple of the melee items, but honestly, he's still doing well. So let's go ahead and put him in A. Bebop. Um, I kind of like where they landed with Bebop more recently. I know I've usually put him in B or C. A lot has changed in the meta. I feel like this last patch and the last little mix-up, especially with the duration extender getting nerfed and the range thing getting nerfed, I think it's kind of mixed it up a lot. I'm actually going to put him in low A. I think he'll be like maybe bottom A or close to bottom A, but I feel like he's been stronger. His bomb hits way too hard. Like he literally put it on you in lane and it's like a third to half your health depending on your character. So Dynamo. Okay, so Dynamo got nerfed pretty badly. So his spells directly got nerfed, and also indirectly, a lot of items he likes to buy got nerfed. Like the duration extender got nerfed, the way duration stacks got nerfed, the way range stacks got nerfed. So his ult isn't nearly as good as before. Also, Arcane Surge, which was the new item that was really good for Dynamo, that got nerfed. I might put Dynamo. I might put him in C. He might be first place C, but he's either down here on B or he's right here. I'll put him here for now, which is kind of sad because I really like Dynamo. He's such a fun hero. To see that he's this bad is kind of unfortunate, but what can you do? So Grey Talon. Um, he he didn't get nerfed a ton, but he just doesn't do very well. Like, so I kind of think of Grey Talon and Vindicta as playing a similar role, and Vindicta might be S actually, but we'll get to that. He just doesn't do very well. His arrows his arrows did get nerfed. Rapid recharge got nerfed, which affects his arrows. His trap got completely reworked, which I actually feel like makes him worse. I'm gonna put him right here. I don't want to put him here because I feel like this spot. You know what? We're skipping ahead. Kelvin, he's D. He sucks. I don't know if I'm cursed. I never see Kelvin do good. I don't really play Kelvin, so it's hard for me to decide if he feels like he's weaker. But every time I see Kelvin, he's so useless. He runs around his ice. He doesn't help. I have seen a couple of good ults, but just not very effective. He's the D character for the week. Or not the week, the month. So this is the December tier list. He's got a good D. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Back to Grey Talon. Grey Talon is probably bottom C. I don't think. Yeah, he's not quite D. That's for Kelvin. So we'll put him there. Haze. Haze got nerfed a little bit, just barely. like with the sleep getting nerfed slightly, but honestly, Haze is so strong. I think Haze is still S. I know I said like Haze sucks on my previous tier list, but right after that, a patch came out and she got insane, and then I made a Haze is godlike video because she actually was godlike with the most insane pick rate, most insane um win rate. She still has an insanely good win rate. She still feels really strong, and her pick rate is like 95%. It's crazy. So I think she's a solid S for sure. She's S. She might be bottom S, but she's absolutely S. Infernus. He did get buffed, like just barely. I kind of think of him as like Bebop. He feels like he's the same strong as like no. He's a little weaker than Bebop. So we'll see. I'll either move him to top B or I'll leave him A, but I'll put him A for now. He feels a little bit weaker than Bebop, but he's definitely doing well. So yeah, I like Infernus. He's fun. Seems like he's been getting picked a lot more recently. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for him. Ivy. So they did nerf the earn pickup cheese a little bit. It's still pretty good. They nerfed. Not really a nerf, I guess. They changed the thorns, how they wrap around corners. It's a nerf in some locations on the map. Overall, some places it's above. Overall, it's probably even. I feel like Ivy's B. She's for sure B. It's just whether or not she's like high B or mid B. She's not C for sure. And I don't think she's quite A. She's for sure B. So we'll put her there for now. You know what? Geist is B also. So she has a pretty cheesy one-shot build right now where you can do Mystic Reverb on the ult and get a bunch of like spell amp and just basically one-shot people. But when your ult's down and you can't execute it or whatever, or people play around it, then she kind of can get shut down. She doesn't really stand out as like really bad or as really good, I feel like. So we'll put her here. Lash. So Lash's ult got buffed pretty significantly. It now stuns when it's upgraded. When you throw them, they land and they get stunned. And if you throw them at someone, it stuns that person. I'll put him right here for now. No, I'm gonna put him on he's last place S because he's a step above Abrams for sure, but he's also a step below Haze. So he's last place S. He's really good though. He's fun. He's annoying to play against, and he's fun to play with. So good hero. If you're thinking about someone to pick up and learn, Lash has always seemed to just be fun and always seemed to just be good. So Mcginnis. Think about this. Maybe there? Is that fair? Maybe there. I would say there because she has more options. Like she has more playstyle options than Great Talon. I don't feel like she does very amazing. I feel like Dynamo does do slightly better than her. I'll put her right there just because she's more versatile than Great Talon. She kind of feels the same bad, to be honest. I don't see Mcginnis's do very well. I haven't been playing Mcginnis as much after her recent nerfs with her turret. Her turret gets nerfed and reworked like every other day, it feels like. I'm going to put her there for now. She's also really easy to play around because you also just know, like, oh, there's some Mcginnis turrets over there. Let's just not go over there, It's really easy to play around. But she's also pushes like a crazy person, so yeah, we'll go there. Mo and Krill. Mo is one of those guys that even if you're doing so bad and useless, you're never useless is what I'm saying. Because even if you're getting destroyed, you can always ult and make one person die with you. You can always make one other person useless with you. And if you're doing well, then you're just insane. So I'm going to put him Either first place A or second place A. So I'm trying to decide. Does Abe feel stronger than Mo, or does Abe feel worse than Mo? When I'm going to do this, but it's honestly so close. These are a tie. These are both first place A. I know it's kind of like a tie for first place, right? They're both so good. They're both tanky. They both kind of play the same frontliner role. But I feel like Abe can kind of pop off a little more. Yeah, let's do that. Abe pops off slightly more, but also like it's easier to just, even if you do bad, still be useful. Because like if Abe does bad, he's kind of useless. He's not useless, but he's not as good. If Mo does bad, he's still good. So I'm gonna say they're tied, but we'll place them like that. Okay, Paradox. For some reason, they love to nerf Paradox. I think she might be low B. So from my experience, and she's one of the main guys I play. I love playing Dynamo. I love playing Paradox. She feels not as strong recently. She's not C for sure. And she's bottom B. So let's think about it. Again, she got nerfed indirectly because they changed how duration stuff stacks, and they also changed how range stuff stacks. And kind of the funnest build or one of the funner builds in my opinion is her bomb build, where you get a bunch of duration and it just lasts forever. You echo shard it down, throw 2 bombs, and it goes crazy. Tons of damage, especially in close quarter team fights. But since it's diminished now, it just doesn't do as well. So, yeah. Pocket. They changed his ult a lot. So it has more of an upfront burst and then a dot. And it's also smaller range until it gets upgraded. Overall, I feel like Pocket got nerfed. So Pocket's one of those guys that it's so skill based, and it completely depends who's playing Pocket. If my friend Ronald is playing Pocket, I'll put him right here at bottom of A. Yeah, bottom of A. I'm being a little generous, but bottom of A. However, if it's a random Pocket, he might be below Great Talon. I think random Pockets do worse than random Great Talons. So a really highly skilled Pocket is going to be A, and a really bad Pocket, I'm going to say is bottom of C, if not top of D, which is kind of the same thing, really. You know what? I'm gonna put 2 people in D this week. I think Pocket just isn't doing well. It's hard to say though, because like I said, if a good Pocket is playing him, then he's up here. But if a bad one's playing him, then he's down here. But I'm trying to just go like in general, right? Because I'm kind of just rating. I'm not saying like, oh, if you're really good at this hero, then you're S. I'm not saying that. I'm saying in general. So I'm gonna put him here. Okay, 7. They did change 7's ult quite a bit. I think it made him a lot stronger. His ult feels better. It has a little knockback, has a little thing. Plus some of the new items are just good for him. Like I like was it like Spell Slinger Headshot? I think that's the name. It's hard to remember off the top of my head. I'm gonna put him right there. He feels like he's in the same league as Infernus and Bebop. Maybe like that. Maybe I'll do that. Is that controversial to say that 7's slightly worse than Infernus? I think that's fair right there. And if I end up having more A's than B's, then maybe I'll just do that. But I think that's where he goes. Vindicta. I honestly, with the changes they did to Vindicta's root and made it so freaking easy to land, and they just made the root so much stronger, I feel like Vindicta has just been going insane. I actually think Vindicta is stronger than Haze right now. She might be the best character in the game. Well, no. I think Warden's the best. Haze S. But we'll still talk about Vindicta. Vindicta, so the root got buffed. They also changed how long shot works. They made so it like makes you a little bit slower, but it just makes it even stronger and way more damage. And you can kind of just sit so far back and just from like an actual mile away, and it kind of just works. So Vindicta is above Haze. Warden, he's insane right now. He's so tanky, so hard to kill during his ult. His ult is retarded how good it is. They buffed it, which is crazy. They made so when it's upgraded, it gives him absolutely insane amounts of resistance. So when his ult's going, you cannot fight him. You will die. Like if his ult's going, even if you're probably 5 to 10k up, you will still probably die. It's way too good. He gets picked all the time now. It's annoying. Also, people have been getting better and better at the game and getting better and better itemizing. I think Warden is the strongest character in the game right now. I think anyone who plays the game regularly can say yes. Warden's getting annoying. There was a time where I said Warden was not annoying, and he kind of sat middle of the pack, but now he's gotten annoying. Wraith. Okay, I'm gonna put Wraith right there. Second place B. So they did. Wraith still suffers from the same problems as she had before, where she's really easy to shut down, and she kind of just kills one person really good, and then after that's whatever. Also, they did change her ult, so it's when it's upgraded, it doesn't become AoE. Instead, it'll like bounce to the next guy. They did make the ult go faster, so it's not as easy to walk away. Um, Also, it doesn't just pick him up and like have him hover anymore. It picks him up and then smacks him down and silences them and disarms them. I think she's gotten better, but I don't think she's amazing. I think she's kind of just like, oh, there's a wraith. You know, it's just she's all right. Yamato, Yamato in high lobbies is still insane. I I'm gonna put him right there just because of inconsistency. When Yamato does well, she's S. When Yamato does okay, she's right here. When she does bad, then she's still like right here. But I'm gonna put her right here for the rating because I feel like she usually does good. She usually does really good, and her ult's annoying. You can refresh it and be more like, ult lasts way too long. That's the thing. Her ult just lasts way too long. It's a free debuff remover. It's a free debuff remover. It's a free unstoppable. It's like a Colossus basically. It's just too good. Her damage burst is insane. Her sustained damage is insane. So solid A pick for sure. If you want to learn, she's not like Genji, but a lot of people say like Genji because she has a sword, but she's nothing like Genji really. Viscus. Um, I'm gonna put him right there. He he's like one of those guys that it can be annoying to kill, but he's not like good. I guess like I've seen Cole plays and his cube's nice and all that, but he's like not consistently good. He's always okay, it feels like. It almost never feels like he's worthless and almost never feels like he's carrying. He always just feels like he's doing okay. So, we're to say here. I know a lot of people keep getting mad at me because I keep saying Shiv is not very good. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not gonna put him in D, but I'm gonna put him right here. Second place C. I know people are gonna be butthurt about that because people get on Reddit and they see a clip of 5 people shooting Shiv and he runs around and kills everybody and runs away and they go, oh, that's so OP. But he's really one dimensional. His gun sucks. His melee build's okay, but you can just parry and just play smart. Um, you know what? He has done slightly better. Maybe I'll put him right there. I'll put him right there. But even still, first place C is not very good. His dash is good, his punch is good, but you could just parry him. He's tanky, and that's it. Like, that's it. His bloodletting ability is the only ability that's actually like really good. The rest aren't very good, and all bloodletting does is make it harder to kill him. That's it. So Mirage, I feel like, has been getting better. I don't feel like he's amazing quite yet. I'm gonna put him in the middle of B, and just to make sure I can say the middle, I'm gonna move 7 from last place A to first place B. And I'm gonna say Mirage is dead center in the middle of everything. When he does well, he does amazing. When he does bad, he's absolutely useless. Overall, he's all right. In higher ranks, he's definitely better because people are more coordinated and people can play around his teleport more, and he's smart enough to split push, try to get walker damage, and then like teleport away or helpify or whatever, right? Force rotates. But that doesn't always happen in lower ranks. In lower ranks, it's just, oh, I missed my tornado. Guess I'm dead. You know, and his tornado got nerfed. Like, when he first came out, his tornado was like so good. It probably got nerfed 10 times. I wonder if it is the most nerfed ability without receiving a buff. Got nerfed like 10 times in a row. Just small nerfs, but like, 5 small nerfs ends up being a big nerf. So, but yeah. Anyway, let me know where you think I'm wrong. Let me know where you think I'm right. It's always interesting to see people's thoughts, and people are going to get up here and say, Pocket's not D, he's S because he killed me once, But it is what it is. This list is my opinion. This is my experience and what I've seen happen and what it feels like just playing the game. This is how it feels, which is unfortunate because my guys are down here. Maybe I'll have to pick up Lash or Warden or something. Play more Warden, do that until he gets nerfed, right? But anyway, if you like my content or you like Deadlock content, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to continue to produce Deadlock content and put it out there. So I always want to kind of put some kind of educational or some kind of way for people to learn from my content, and also for it to be entertaining. So if you have any ideas or things that I can improve on, let me know. I'm happy to hear. I'm happy to hear feedback. I'm happy to hear criticism. Either way, that's about it. See ya.